Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Deborah's Money Journey. I hope everybody's doing well. Are you ready to take control of your finances and level up your money game? Today, I'm excited to introduce you to WalletHub Premium, a top rated financial suite designed to put you in charge of your credit, budgeting, ID protection, investments, and your overall financial wellness. With WalletHub, managing your money isn't just easy, it's actually empowering. And let me share some of the things that I have found to love about this new app that I'm using. I have taken a little break from budgeting. However, I do budget offline. I'm not going to ever stop budgeting because it's very important to me. But I have been using WalletHub. I just started using it. And let me tell you guys, this app is really, really innovative. I love the simplicity of using it, and I can't wait to share with you what I have discovered. So let me tell you a little bit about WalletHub Premium, okay? So WalletHub is one of the best personal finance apps in the US. That's right. They have over 5 million registered users. So the audience, the user numbers are growing by the day, and they have at least 50 million annual unique visitors. They are a 4.8% top rated app, so you can definitely trust them. And so far, I have found this to be a wonderful product. So let's talk about what it offers. It has credit. That's right. You can manage your credit scores, your reports, and monitoring all of that information. It also helps to keep track of what you're spending on your cards, what you're paying down on your cards and your loans. You can create a debt payoff plan, a credit report brain, credit improvement brain. So anything to do with credit, WalletHub has got you. It's going to keep you in check so you know exactly how your financial health is going. It also has an identity protection. So that's right. $1 million worth of identity theft insurance in case you need it, and they will keep your identity safe. There's even dark web monitoring, which is very important nowadays because the hackers don't play. There's another very important feature, and I'm going to share more about it, and that is budgeting. There's a spending tracker, automated sync across all your accounts. Did you know it'll pull your credit report and pull in all of your accounts? And that will be a part of your budget. It's incredible. This app is incredible. I promise you guys. You can also manage your investments. Now, I have not started this yet, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to. I'm going to definitely put my investment info in when I get time, but I can just imagine how wonderful it will be knowing that I will have all of my financial information in one place and it's being tracked and monitored up to the minute. And then you have an overall financial wellness, which is a wallet score, and it just tells you how you're doing. And it also gives you tips if there's something you need to work on in your finances, maybe with your credit, how you can improve your credit score. So these are some wonderful tips. I know a lot of us use some of their competitors, but I promise you, you might want to look into getting WalletHub because I am very impressed with this product. So 85% is WalletHub's score, and it is beating the competitors hands down, guys. So some of the features that I'm going to be discussing with you, of course, we're going to talk about budgeting because that is something that is near and dear to my heart because I love to share budgeting tips and always helping people figure out ways to save money, to maybe add more to their debt so that they can finally be debt free. And then you can use that money for other goals, guys. So the budgeting feature, you can actually create a personalized budget that puts you in control of your spending, aligning with your finances and your lifestyle. Your expenses will automatically be categorized, enabling you to track your spending and receive important alerts in real time. So I've been getting alerts like every day. It'll tell me something. It'll let me know when a credit card is getting ready to be due. So this is my personal assistant, kind of, by having my accounts tied to WalletHub. There's a spending tracker. So now I can see what I spent on gas for the month, what days did I get gas. I can get a true snapshot of how my spending is going at the grocery store, my eating out budget. So this is going to really help me be more mindful with my spending. There's a transaction alert where you can get peace of mind with custom alerts, especially if there's suspicious transactions or if there's large purchases and you just want to keep track of that. There's a subscription manager. We all love our subscriptions, but sometimes it does get out of hand because we forget how much money we are spending on all of those subscriptions. So this helps us to keep track. And guess what? You can cancel the ones you don't need. Wow, that is really a plus. And they have an automatic financial account sync, so you can say goodbye to the hassle of logging into multiple accounts. That can be a real hassle, guys. So having all of your financial information, all of your budgeting in one place will be such a wonderful feeling to know that you don't have to worry about checking one account or checking another. It'll all be in one place for you. They also will help you track your net worth. There's a debt payoff plan for those paying off debt. You can get a wallet score and keep track of how your financial health is going. There's a payment validator and a transaction importer. There's money saving opportunities. It will track new offers. So just say there's a new credit card with 0% interest and you can definitely qualify for it. You're going to save some money because you're going to apply for that card and then you're going to transfer the money from the higher interest card so that you will save money in the long run. There's savings goals that you can set. There's an investing dashboard, which I can't wait to get started on, cash flow projections, debt goals, and account sharing. And then there's a ton of features for your credit. I am not going to spend a lot of time talking about credit, but whether you want to monitor your credit, track your spending, protect your identity, invest for the future, or just get a clearer picture of your finances, WalletHub's got you covered. But don't just take my word, guys, okay? Let's jump into the app and I'll show you how simple it is to create a budget using WalletHub Premium. All right, so I have logged in to WalletHub. I'm already in here, and I will tell you, I have started working on a budget. However, it is not 100% accurate. I was putting information in here, but it's not completely filled in. So these numbers are close to what I am spending, but they're not 100%. And some of the spending I've already done and I have not updated, but I want to give you an overview of how this app is going to be life-changing for you. Actually, this is on my computer, but I already have it downloaded on my phone. So if you notice, the first thing is as you log in, you can actually adjust your dashboard and you can create a new dashboard. And I have created one called Deborah's Money because the main dashboard shows a little more confidential information than I want because it's going to pull your credit report. And so all of your personal information will be on this screen. So here I am showing my spending and it's saying I'm caught up, which is great. It gives me my wallet score. I do have missing categories I need to work on. And then of course I created a simple budget here, but this is giving me in a nutshell how much money I have budgeted. Okay, how much money I budgeted and also how much money I have spent so far. So the overview category will have a main dashboard. It covers a timeline. It has accounts. So all of your accounts, again, that are pulled from your credit report will be here. And if you click on that, you will see all of your accounts. And then it also will show what the balance is in those accounts. Give me my score and it shows the different categories that I'm being scored on. Let's go to goals. So I've set a goal for investing. I've set a goal of $250. So an investment goal. of $400 for the month, an emergency fund goal of $300 for the month, and a sinking fund goal of $200 for the month. So I can keep track of how much I am putting towards the goal for the month, and it'll let me know what I have left over. And then we have several credit categories. Again, I'm not going to go into those categories because there's a lot of personal information, but if you sign up for the site, it will definitely ask for your information, your social and information, like your date of birth, so that it can pull your credit report and so that your accurate financial information will be loaded into your profile, which is great. There's a dashboard for spending, and the good part about the spending dashboard, it's just kind of telling me, okay, this is what you spent over the last 30 days. These are the categories. All right, so let's get to the budget, guys. That's the most important piece here. And I am going to just kind of dive into what I am going to be doing with the budget. I will say first off that once you plug in your information is stored in here, and it's going to be so easy the next month because a lot of the categories will just carry over to the next month. Now, I started this in July. However, I didn't fill it out all the way because I was just kind of testing it, but I really wanted to do more accurate numbers for the month of August. So if you look here, it says I spent $38 more, which again, this is just a test. So if we go to August, and like I mentioned, August is filled in. If we go to September, I just wanted to quickly show you September 2025. You see how all of the numbers are in here because it kept track of my spending, it kept track of my categories, and I just need to go in and make adjustments as necessary. All right, so I'm going back to August. The first thing is also you can pick what type of budget you want to have. Would you like to have a simple budget, which is a very basic budget? You can do a pay yourself first envelope budget, which is the one I have chosen because you get to budget at the category level. And actually, that is the type of budget I prefer. There's micro envelope budgeting, and then there's a 50, 30, 20 budget. So all of these, you can decide which one you want. I will stick with the envelope budget. And then I would just play around with a few of them to see which one works the best for you. Okay, so I've included income. And then if you click here where it says show more, it's actually going to bring up multiple categories of income. And if you add a subcategory, that just means there might be another category, maybe child support income. You can add that or some other type of income that you may have. And that's the beauty of it. You're customizing this for your particular situation. Okay, so let's show less. I just put $9,000 as the budgeted income. Then the second category is debt payments. So I budgeted $1,850. And these are the total amount that I owe for these cards. And also, this is what I budgeted to pay. So as the month gets closer or it gets closer to the actual time to make the payments, then these amounts can be fluctuated. I can adjust my budgeted amount for the month, but this keeps all of my credit information intact based on what I owe, because again, it pulls from my credit report, guys, which is such a wonderful thing. And then all the cards that have a zero balance are also in here, but they're just not shown because why would I show them? I don't owe anything. Okay, there's home and utilities. I budgeted $3,325. And for here, I budgeted, so rent was $28.85. It wasn't, that was the actual amount that I spent. Utilities, $240, phone, $148, furniture and housewares, $45. There's home improvement, home insurance, supplies, property. So as you can see, the category of home and house has so many categories, and you can add more if you don't like these categories. And so I am going to hit show less, and then I'll move on to auto and transport. And as you can see, auto insurance, $158, gas, $85, auto maintenance, and there's lease, there's parking, and public transportation, taxis and rideshare. And maybe I do plan to get an oil change. But of course, I don't know how much I'm going to spend. But when I do, I will update this amount. I have budgeted $450 for auto and transport, and I have spent $243. If I click on auto and transport, the beauty is it's going to tell me I have a remaining amount of $207 and I've spent $243 so far. Can you believe that? This, and when you show the historical spending, it will give you an overview of how much money you spent in this category and what those amounts were. So you don't have to do the heavy lifting for your budget anymore because this site is going to do the work for you. We have financial, I have personal care, there's fitness hair, there's nail salons, there's personal care, and I budgeted $125. I haven't spent anything yet, so I will just keep that $125 there. Let's go down to shopping. Entertainment is my subscriptions, my cable TV, my Spectrum. That's what my entertainment is. My shopping, I did budget 50. This category covers quite a few things. 50 is a very small amount, but I just put that as a placeholder for now. However, in pet care, I'm going to click on pet care right quick, guys, because I had to buy some vitamins for my pet this weekend. So I'm going to go to add transaction. And then I'm going to make sure I put the date. That was August 9th. And the merchant was Petco. Okay. And I spent $45 at Petco for this expense. And yes, it's going to come out of Air Credit Union. And then more options. I can even categorize it more if I'd like. So I can go here and I can pick a category that makes sense for me if I want to, or if none of these work for me, I can always edit or add a new label. So you can really drill down if you want to with those different categories. Okay, and so I'm going to hit save. And now it's going to pull from that budget I had of $50, guys. And now I have $45 spent in pet care. And of course, here it tells me I have $5 left in this budget for the month. So I love it. It's so easy to use. It's so easy to follow. You don't need a lot of instructions because it's very intuitive and it's going to guide you as you go. And then donations, I budgeted that for birthdays, for special gifts, that was $750. And then my savings goals, I have them here, and so I can keep track of those here. And so I can literally add more categories, health, kids, and when I'm getting ready to travel, there's a travel section, guys. It'll cover all of your things like airfare, car, hotel. Oh my gosh, the list goes on. This is just amazing. All of the wonderful details that this site has and it offers. And you can add more categories as you go. And the other part about it is that you have a snapshot of how much money you've spent, what's remaining in your budget for the month, and what's remaining in terms of cash out of your budget. So you don't overspend. And if you overspend, because I'm going to just do an example. So I'm going to go to hair and let's add a transaction. And I'll say I spent $200 on hair. I'm just going to add that hair and I'm going to say beauty supply. That was the category. And I spent it on the 10th. Okay. And so I'm going to save it and we'll see what happens, guys. So automatically, personal care, my $125 budget is now gone. I spent $200. If I click on personal care, it told me, based on this, I am above my budget of $75. So that tells me I will need to make some adjustments, and I can actually go to budget, and then I'm going to change my budget now to 225 because I realize I need more money. Okay. And when I do that, it pulled from my remaining balance. And now I only have $275 left over to spend for the month. See what I'm talking about? How easy this is, how intuitive this site is. This is wonderful. I am very pleased at the way that it's tracking all of my expenses. And look, it's not a lot when you think about it, but as you drill into each category, you can be as specific as you'd like. Because eventually, when you want to do a report just to see what you're spending on gas for the year, it's going to immediately tell you you spent X number of dollars for gas, for eating out. And so you don't have to go through tons of notebooks and papers to add up and get a total. This is going to give you your total immediately when you pull up that information. With WalletHub Premium, you can adjust your income, your expenses, your goals anytime you want. The app is very flexible and designed to grow with you. And that's it. In just a few simple steps, you can set up a personalized budget and start your journey toward financial wellness. With WalletHub Premium, managing your money has never been easier or more secure. Are you ready to take control? Download WalletHub Premium today and unlock the full suite of tools for smarter spending, better saving, and ultimate peace of mind, guys. I also wanted to tell you that they have a 50% promo right now. You'll get 50% off their product for just signing up. You don't need a code or anything. Just click on the app, sign up, and start enjoying your budgeting without worrying about it. You will have peace of mind doing it. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my video. And here's to your financial success. Take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.